In the days leading up to Germany's national election, Friedrich Merz, once the clear favorite to become the next chancellor, suffered a major setback. His push for a controversial migration bill collapsed in Parliament after 12 members of his own party refused to support it. The defeat, coming just 3 weeks before the election, has weakened his leadership credentials. Merz had led in the polls throughout the campaign and had staked his political future on the bill, which aimed to tighten Germany's immigration laws. The legislation sought to limit family reunifications for refugees and restrict further migrant entries. However, his decision to seek support from the far-right Alternative for Germany, AfD, to pass the bill triggered a political firestorm. Opposition parties, including the centre-left Social Democrats, SPD and Greens, rejected the bill, arguing that it violated European law and failed to address the root causes of migration. As the Bundestag debated the bill, Merz's inability to rally his own party led to a narrow defeat, with the vote falling 338 against the legislation.
But the people outside who are listening and watching us in these turbulent days, they don't want us to fight amongst ourselves about the AfD. They want us to find solutions on the issues that concern and occupy people's everyday lives on a daily basis. And above all, we want to find solutions so that people in our country can feel safe again.
Merz argued that the bill was a necessary response to public concerns over crimes committed by migrants, citing a recent deadly knife attack by a rejected asylum seeker. However, critics across the political spectrum warned that his cooperation with the AfD set a dangerous precedent.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not too late. The fall from grace will be with you forever. But the gateway to hell, yes, I say it's the gateway to hell, we can still close it together. You must build the firewall, you must build up the firewall again. Build up the firewall again. At least from today. Today our country is toppling. Return to the center of democracy.
The bill was widely seen as a miscalculation, threatening the long-standing firewall that Germany's mainstream parties have maintained against the far right. The controversy has been further fueled by the AfD's growing electoral influence. Polls show Merz's Christian Democratic Union, CDU, leading with around 30% support, but the AfD is now trailing closely at 20%. Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock of the Green Party sharply criticized Merz's tactics.
Because we all know you don't need to tear down a firewall with a wrecking ball to set your own house on fire. It's enough to keep drilling holes. First a motion on Wednesday, then a law today. What's next?
Despite the setback, Merz's conservative bloc still commands a strong lead in the polls. However, the vote has raised serious doubts about his ability to govern effectively if he secures the chancellorship. Chancellor Olaf Scholz of the SPD warned that Merz's ties with the AfD could destabilize Germany's next government. The defeat has not only complicated Merz's path to power, but has also deepened political divisions in Germany just weeks before the election. Protests erupted outside CDU headquarters in Berlin on Thursday night, signaling growing public discontent. As the election nears, many are questioning whether Merz's hardline stance on migration will help or hinder his chances of forming a government.